boy, I hope today is the embargo day. Yes, okay, it is, it is, it is. Okay, alright. Whew, scared there for a second. I was really, really scared there for a second that I had just royally messed up, but it's okay. We're okay. Okay, let's see if if I can actually read his abilities on the PTR, because that's been a problem recently. Oh, yes, we can. Perfect. Awesome, awesome. Alright, so I'm just going to wait for some more people to trickle in here, and then we're going to go over his kit and play around with him. I just did a few practice fights with him, but I haven't really done much else. I fought Winter Soldier a couple of times, and that's about it, to learn the loop and learn the rotation. Um, but I like him. So far, from my testing, I'm a fan. So let's start to go over the kit now. So the Awaken ability, it seems very nice to have one time. I don't really see a great purpose for having him at a much higher SIG, because, at least in the testing that I've done, extending his heavy charge doesn't really seem to do much. I mean, the power gain is nice, but I don't see a real purpose in getting him all the way to 6200. The big part of his signature ability is that second line. Every 10th basic attack grants Red Skull 1 armor buff. His armor buff mechanic has changed slightly, so he's still dealing the power drain on block, but it's different now because he benefits more from having armor, and you actually want more armor once you get into his loop, and we'll go over all of that. But the baseline here is he still has his 10 armor up buffs. When either character fills a bar of power, he gets 1 armor. So he still has a max of 10, so you can sacrifice a few on blocks to power drain. And then this is new, so he's gaining attack rating for each armor buff, so it can go up to, a 1690 something, 1696. So almost 2,000 additional attack rating from having 10 armor buffs, which is nice. And you ideally want to maintain a high level of armor buffs, because he's going to deal more shock damage, and he's going to deal more burst damage from his special one. So he's got a heal block on his heavy attack that used to be, I think that used to be from either his SIG, or it used to be a shorter duration, but he's got a heal block on his heavy, which is nice. And then defensively here, when he throws his special one, he gains an auto block passive, very similar to the Overseer's auto block. Red Skull is not stun immune during this auto block, but he is still going to auto block you. So be careful, be on the lookout for that. And each hit of the special one deals burst damage for each shock on the opponent. Additional burst of energy damage if the opponent is suffering from a shock debuff. So not for each shock, but there is additional burst damage if the opponent is shocked. So that's going to tie into having a high amount of armor, so you have a high amount of attack rating. And then if you have any shock on the opponent, your special one deals additional burst damage. Yo, is that J-Nick? Yo, J-Nick, dude, I got to throw you a wrench, brother. Good to see you. I feel like we haven't spoken it's been a spell since I've spoken to you, J-Nick. Good to see you, homie. Now I can't get off this screen. There we go. My internet didn't just crash, right? No, we're good. But yeah, the rotation that I've been messing around with is building up to 2.9 bars of power, throwing a special 2 at a high amount of armors, and then spamming as many special ones as I can. So let's go fight Winter Soldier, just as a baseline here. For some reason I can't add a mod. But don't worry, Janik, I'll get you modded up eventually, brother. I don't know why I can't add a mod right now, but it's not letting me. So let's go fight Winter Soldiers to get a feel for him, and then we can go into the testing realm and we can go elsewhere. So Janik has some clarification. It's similar implementation as Overseer's auto block, except he's looking for the second attack to block. Skull should be blocking the first one. Okay, so that makes it half better than Overseer's. So he's blocking the first attack, but he's not stun immune. So you're getting the immediate benefit of the auto block, but you're not gaining the stun immunity that Overseer has. Cool. Very cool. All right, let's mess. So I brought him to rank 4. He's 6,200 just because why not? And then I can take him to rank 5 eventually for further testing. But the rotation that I've found to be the most effective is building up to 2.9 bars of power, throwing a special 2, and then spamming special 1s. Your special 2 also grants a really long unstoppable, and while you're unstoppable, your blocking basic attacks does not consume any armors. So you're allowed to just block a hit, you don't lose an armor, so your attack rating doesn't go down, and you can immediately counter with another combo. So I'm trying to get to 10 armor buffs. Right there is where the signature ability, I feel, becomes very helpful. Every 10th basic attack gives you an armor up buff. So that means you don't have to necessarily worry about pushing the opponent over the bar of power. Alright, so you see what I did there? I countered twice, so now I've paused the shocks, and those shocks are dealing quite a bit of damage. Going for a second pause here, and then I'm just going to force block. That didn't work. Looks like I'm going to be able to get a third pause. Probably not a fourth. Maybe if I land the stand-up here. And I completely bailed on it. Alright, but that was the entire rotation, and the shocks just fell off there. No synergies, no boosts, no class advantage. Took off 70% of his health in one rotation. It's not bad. It's not bad. I want to test him in a Battlegrounds health pool, so we'll do that right after I finish up Winter Soldier here. His special 3 is... it's just a power drain. It's very similar to Maw. That was alright. I don't think long health pools are going to be his forte. Let's go test some Battlegrounds type health pools. Jeff, what's up, man? Sentinel over 5. Thank you, buddy. What did I miss? Nothing much. Just one fight. Just one fight. Jeff, thank you so much, buddy. Let me get you up there. We're going to go test him in some Battlegrounds health pools, see if that makes it any better. So we want to go this way. Alright, let's fight Star-Lord. He actually looks kind of fun, definitely better than 4. That's what I'm saying, Zarafa. Good to see you, by the way. This is first time really seeing you around. Maybe you get lost in chat sometimes, but I appreciate you stopping by. And I agree, I think he's better. I don't know what people were expecting. To be totally honest, I forgot Red Skull was even getting a buff until this morning when I was reminded that his embargo dropped today. Interesting. So if you get hit while the Unstoppable is active, it's removed. Just a complete failed parry. I'm getting my ass kicked right here by Star-Lord. So how much time was that? 48 seconds. That's not bad. That's not even class advantage. Let's try that again without me getting my ass handed to me. That was 48 seconds. That was pretty good. I'm not sure what's the expected, you know, kill time. Let's fight. Yeah, we'll fight Star-Lord again. Just try it one more time. I don't think long health pools are going to be his thing. I don't think he's going to benefit from long health pools. I think Battlegrounds / War is going to be where he shines. Also, you notice that perfect parry? I believe Red Skull has the highest, if not one of the highest, block proficiencies in the entire game. Perfect parries. That power drain is nice. And what you can do is you can, you know, I'll show that off in a second here. Maybe while I'm not trying to speed and get this guy down. So once you get those shocks on, that pause is decent, and then they last for a while. Plus you can just let them hit your block. Still 48 seconds. Short form fights was where his loop was aimed, tuning for 3 bars for some fights, 4 bars for some. Yeah, I totally see that. I see the 3-bar rotation, special 2, special 1. That's basically what we just did right here. I went for a 4th one, but it probably wasn't even necessary. That was decent. I think this is okay. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be blown away by Red Skull. I knew this was just a tune-up. But if his aim, we're getting it first, what's the word? The first in, this just in, from J-Nick, a balance designer. His loop was aimed for short form content, shorter fights, Battlegrounds, War, stuff like that. Seems like he's doing all right. Let's do a few more fights. We can do class advantage, see how that goes. I don't want to do any long form content because I don't think he's going to be great for that. We fought Winter Soldier and that was fine. That wasn't anything special, but it wasn't bad. But I don't know. I like him. I might rank him up. I like him. Let me catch up on chat here a little bit before I move on. Vega, good to see you. Thank you so much. This is a very nice surprise to see. Yeah, it surprised me this morning too when I remembered he was getting buffed, and then I pulled up the document and actually read the kit. And I like him so far. I've only messed around with him for the past 14 minutes in addition to 2 fights I did prior to getting on the stream. But so far I'm a fan. I'm not a super fan, but I'm a fan. Looks like Shuri with the shocks, but not quite as good as her. Yeah, well, when the comparison is Shuri, nobody's going to measure up unless your name is Nimrod. So that's a hell of a bar to have. Who's a good counter to Mojo? Anybody that's buff immune. Spider-Ham is also degen resistant, so he counters Mojo. Somebody like that. Shocker's getting buffed? He sure is. Who's better, APOC or Kate? Oh, it's like choosing between children. If your goal is Battlegrounds, Kate. Elsewhere, it's hard to go against APOC. Alright, but let's do a class advantage fight here. And then J-Nix just said something about the Hulkbuster relic. He's a solid 2A for those who need some tech love. Fair enough. So what I was talking about earlier is you can get the opponent to... Okay, well, not if he... So what I was trying to show you earlier, or what I was talking about earlier, is if you get the opponent to a bar of power, and then you block, and then you push them over a bar of power, you can go back and forth and pick up armor buffs. It doesn't seem that ideal, but it works. And then you can just here, you can hold block and power drain. I like that mechanic. Can you do a Sandman buff testing? Maybe tomorrow. So since a lot of people are here, let me go over what I went over on my stream on Saturday. It was either yesterday or Saturday, I don't remember. But I plan on rushing 8.3 for not only the boss, but also the rewards. So when I get to Vancouver and I'm at the Airbnb with all the boys and the girl, Lily, we're going to do a massive 7-star crystal / Titan crystal opening. So you can expect some boss content. Also expect something else to be going along with that boss video on Wednesday. Wink, wink. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday, depending on when we decide to do it, we're going to try and do a massive 7-star / Titan / whatever other miscellaneous relevant crystal we have to open. Maybe throw some relics in there. Who knows? But yeah, that's the plan. I'm going to rush 8.3 on both of my accounts. So, kill me. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to some Red Skull testing here. So let's do the Cyclops fight. I know it's a higher health pool, but I do have class advantage now, so I don't feel as bad about it. And then, I don't know, we'll go find something else to do. We'll do a path somewhere. Maybe let's find a Domino to fight. Just, I don't know if that was a failed block or what. Alright, so with class advantage, this is significantly more health than Winter Soldier. Well, not significantly, but it's at least 100,000 more. I want to see how much he can deal in one loop. So I dealt 10% prior. Wow, he's just really willing to throw that special. I dealt 10% prior. So that burst damage is decent. Alright, if he throws this immediately, there's a chance I can get to... Nope. I mean, I can still use the special because the burst damage is only dependent on having a shock active. Actually, that's very interesting, isn't it? Huh. It only depends on one shock being active. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, the damage doesn't change. It's based on one shock. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's some decent shock damage. I don't know about you guys, but that's some decent shock damage. Loop over rotation. Do we need a poll to settle that? What was that health? That was 670,000. What are his synergies like? Let's throw a relic on. Throw Hulkbuster relic. I've got a 5-star here. So let's... Well, hold on. Don't I have access to more relics? I do. Let's get him twice. Let's get him awakened. Alright, come here, Red Skull. The next shock debuff gains plus 40% duration and 40% potency. Damn. What's the other one? He has power control, it doesn't matter. Man, the Hulkbuster relic is great for him. He benefits from literally all of it. I know I didn't level up anything, but I just want to have the relic on right now. Lawrence with the 14 months! With the smirk, of course, look at that. Right next to the profile pic name as well. You love to see it. I said Lawrence. Lawson. Lawrence. Who the hell am I? Trevor Lawrence? Is that what I'm thinking of right now? Oof. Alright, well, Lawson. Dude, thank you so much. I'm so sorry I called you Lawson. Or Lawrence. Lawson. See, now I'm getting confused. Thank you so much, person's name that starts with L, for the 14 months. Much appreciated. And yeah, the rotation, special 2, special 1. What's up, Nah? What's up, Hector? Yuki? How's it going? Can you do a fight against him? I can. There aren't a ton of situations where I'd want to play into the heavy charge power game, but it's pretty fun to fire the special 2, just hold heavy and let your unstoppable eat the first hit. Huh, interesting. Yeah, I was going over earlier, at the very beginning of the stream, I don't really see the purpose in the power gain from the heavy charge. Because there's no safety net. Like, if he... Hear me out, okay? This buff isn't fully finished, right? There's still some tuning that I think can be done. Hear me out, Janik, if you're still here. Or nah, relay this to Janik. You want to make the heavy charge relevant? Give him a safety net. Give him a unstoppable on the first hit of the heavy, if he's hit. He's tanky enough to where the damage wouldn't matter, and he would benefit from the heavy charge more. Just a thought. Just a thought. Does this mean Reds? Oh yes, people wanted to duel. Yeah, let's fight him. Let's do a fight against Red Skull. With let's just grab the best character ever. I don't think I'm going to deal any damage to him because willpower, but it doesn't seem like he's that bad. Oh, dude, did you see that? The stun duration was non-existent. Oh, okay. Maybe he's going to be a little worse than I thought. Yeah, very interesting. So, let me try that again with a Kate that can actually survive. So his stun duration... Is it duration or is it ability accuracy? It's ability accuracy. There you go. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say I don't think it's duration. I think it's ability accuracy. So with 5 armors, it's 50%. Look at that, dude. I trigger the riposte and no stun. Okay, that's very interesting. And that's only gonna get worse. So he's basically gonna be stun immune, which sucks against Red Skull. But, yeah. Does this trigger parry? No. But it hurts. That power drain hurts. Also, if you guys want a quick tip against fighting Red Skull, if you want to heavy counter him, watch this. When he throws the special one, wait for him to show up after the beam, and then dex the second hit. So watch, I'm going to do it again. I learned this during my many Abyss runs. Many more than needed. So, wait for him. Boom, he shows up. And then instead of blocking that hit, you would dex it. Yeah, I could see the stun immunity being very annoying. Yeah, see? Perfect. Okay, he doesn't really seem that bad to fight. But I could see him being annoying because, you know, stun immunity in general can be very annoying. And don't think about doing some Ronin cheese against Red Skull because that's not going to fly anymore. That's not going to work. Poor Ronin. Let's go fight Star-Lord again. Non-class advantage. And then I want to take him into like a domino. Just some kind of path. When will this buff go live? I don't know. I don't know. But now we have the Hulkbuster relic, so that's giving more shock potency. I don't know, that was pretty good. That was 5 seconds faster with the relic. He feels a lot better with the Hulkbuster relic. Yeah, because he benefits from every single part of it. He gets the shock debuff potency, the shock vulnerability, the armor/unstoppable buff potency or duration. He benefits from every single part of the Hulkbuster relic. So I think that's going to be... If you're going to invest in Red Skull, I think the Hulkbuster relic is a must-have. Can you do SP2, SP1? Yeah, I could try. I don't know if his special 2 is going to give him enough power. Let me see if I have a tech power back boost. I do. Let's try it without, and then we can try it with. Because I know you can get to 2 special 2s, but then your shocks are going to start to fall off. So, it's probably not worth it. But my Hulkbuster relic's on my rank 2 Hulkbuster. First of all, jealous. And then, secondly, doesn't need to be the 6-star. Just 5-star. Alright, so you guys wanted to see double special 2. Let's see if I can pull that off. The relic will probably help with that. Nice. Awesome. Well, let's show off the special 3. Nice. 12,000 damage. Amazing. Anyway, let's get back to what we were originally here for. Stupid Star-Lord. I'm trying to get a gauge for that light reach. Stand still. Not my favorite. Alright, so 1 special 2. It's definitely possible if he is willing to throw specials. Yeah, but see, by the time you get there, your shocks start to fall off. his loop kind of reminds me of future Ant-Man, where you want to just force block instead of trying to parry. So they hit you more, so they power drain more. One thing I didn't realize until just now is that the special one deals the additional burst damage regardless of how many shocks. I'm going to try to land a light here with him. I don't like his light reach. It's not my favorite. Well, of course the opponent has to be willing to play ball. It's not my favorite. I don't think long-form content is for him. His sweep kick is some old-school Mortal Kombat shit. Yeah. He gets low. He gets low. Let's go test him elsewhere. I want to find a Domino. I want to fight him. I want to fight a Domino with him. I know there's a Domino in 6.4. I think it's the Thor chapter. Yep. Long distance relationship, that's fine. Yeah, the special one does not stun anymore. No more stun on the special one. And no more shock refresh. It's shock pause. Yeah. Special 3 is completely useless. Alright, 170,000 health Domino. I wish he didn't have long distance relationship, but that's okay. So he's immune to ability accuracy modification from tech characters, but of course I have Resonate on, and that is causing me to crit fail. But he's got energy resistance, so it's like he's taking no crit fail damage. You know, I'm glad I decided to keep Resonate on, because it's really showing off his energy resistance. Yeah, he's taking nothing from this Domino. I'm going to go turn Resonate off after this. I like him with class advantage. I like him with class advantage. 6200 Domino. So how much is the energy resistance he gains? Just 1,000? Okay. It's decent. Let me go turn off Resonate. No, that was a 6.4, 170,000 health Domino. That was pretty decent, even with Resonate on. That was decent. Alright, let's go turn Resonate off. I think I still have my Abyss Collector Mastery set up on, and that doesn't really fly for this content. We'll keep willpower off as well, just like Q suggested. I rock with 3 points in stand your ground. And another point in salve. Let's do that fight again. I think if the special one burst was slightly bigger, he'd be more solid. That's fair. I wish the shocks were refreshed on special 1, but they had a stack limit of 5. Okay. This is the rough equivalent of a rank 4 domino. So just imagine this is the long distance relationship meta. So I have to play to the node, of course. Thank you for holding block, I really appreciate it. That's some decent shock damage, man, I'm not gonna lie. And then the power drain, it allows you to hold block or beta heavy. And then that's 170,000 health domino deleted in 40 seconds. Sig 200. That's not bad. I think he's going to be pretty good in Battlegrounds. And he doesn't need high Sig. He just needs to be awakened one time. And chances are, everybody that's watching this stream has a red skull that's awakened. That was pretty good. That was a very, very solid showing. Because that's a roughly rank 4 domino equivalent, you know, with the node intact, no willpower. Usually you'd have willpower healing from the node, but Q requested it to be off, and so I kept it off. I like him. I think that's great. We haven't even messed with the heavy attack into the power gain. Let's go do that a little bit. He's real good. I like him, Cam. I like him. He's growing on me more. I liked him before, and now, 30 minutes in, I like him a lot more. Also, is that Namor streaming? Oh gosh, it's Cam. It's not even the evening. I don't even have time to wind down. I'm like up here right now, and you're giving me these comments. You're gonna make me blush, man. I thought my face was red enough from the sun. I'm over here in Florida. You know, sun's beating down on me every day. Now my face is even redder. Look at these cheeks. What do you expect me to do? Lotion's not gonna save me. God, golly. Is the heavy holding beneficial? We're about to find out. We are about to find out. So his heavy hold, it got changed a little bit in terms of potency, but the concept is still the same. You charge your heavy attack and you gain power, and then your heavy can be charged for an extended period of time. So you're just essentially going like this for a long time. Oh, I should probably end that poll. I think rotation wins. Yeah, 225 votes, so basically everybody voted. Rotation is the winner. Good to know for future video titles. Rotation is the way to go. Don't say loop. It's so pitiful. Like, look at the amount of power you get. That's nothing. That's nothing. You get more from a combo. Are we at 69 likes? Wow. Perfect. Yeah, see what happens if the opponent doesn't play into you, you're screwed. You're going to special 3. It's not even worth it. But I like that right there. I like the unstoppable going into a force block. I'm a big fan of that. Oh, I know what I said, Sim. I know what I said. Yeah, see, I wasted time. I wasted 10 seconds trying to do the heavy charge, and it could have been 10 seconds faster. I don't like it. Heavy after special 219 unstoppable? Okay, we can try that. Someone had our last they wanted me to read. Soul Hunter. Cool name. The buff would be better if you could do a special 2 pause heavy special 2. The shock max stack 10 plus special 1 burst damage is doubled if you have 10 shocks. The heavy pauses with 0.3 seconds plus 0.3 seconds plus per armor you have. I think that would make them a little too good. My suggestion was have this special 1 refresh the shocks, but you keep the stack limit at 5. That was my suggestion. After a special 1, you could also just tank a basic, auto parry, and power drain from that, go into another special 1. Huh. Because it goes for the first hit. It's not a bad idea. Any tips on a muscle up? Let me finish this fight, and then I can give you a little rundown. Just while I'm fighting, do you have the strength to do 5 strict pull-ups? Not chin-ups, not this. This. Let's get the Hulkbuster relic on. Get the shock vulnerability. See, I can't do that here, but it doesn't parry. It's not a parry. So it doesn't give you the benefit. Please don't push the special 3. It's just an auto block. That would have been cool, though. That would have been really cool. It also makes him less of a defensive threat. I want to test something else with Red Skull, something that has to do with his signature ability. Man, he just tanked that to the face. Dealt no damage. He's a tank, man. He's a tank. He takes like no damage. You do 10, then you get wonky? Okay. Number 1 tip. I don't want to turn this into a workout stream, but because you asked. And muscle ups are one of my favorite things. Do standing lat pull downs and pull all the way down. So like, do a lat, normal lat pull down. You pull down, you bend back, whatever. But stand up while doing a lat pull down and then pull all the way down and simulate the motion of pushing like you're doing a muscle up on the top of the bar. Find a weight that you're comfortable with, do that, rep that out, and then try and incorporate that into high pull-ups. So do a pull-up and then just go a little bit higher. Don't try to flip yourself up there. Not yet. But incorporate that lat pull-down thing and then just try and go a little higher on your pull-ups. That's my advice. Okay, I wanted to test something with his signature ability. So it says in his signature ability that every 10th basic attack grants Red Skull 1 armor buff. If it's anything similar to Civil Warrior's, armor gain, then that means the basic attack does not have to come from Red Skull. So I want to test that. I want to see if that's the case. So I'm going to hit Cyclops 5 times, parry, and then hit Cyclops 4 times. And if I get a 10th armor, that means Cyclops' basic attack that I parried counted towards the 10 hits. I want to see if that works. It works with Civil Warrior. It also works with Civil Warrior's whiffs. So we'll see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, okay, so it has to be from me. Alright, fair enough. They're not giving the Civil Warrior treatment. Dude, I feel like I've missed parries so much in this stream. That was a clean parry I was just going for. Those shocks, pretty decent. And he's dead. Rotation didn't even have to start. And I messed up. I got hit. The special 3 doesn't do much. The special 3, go take a look at it really quick. It's 100% power drain, which is cool in a pinch, but that doesn't matter. Doesn't really matter. He actually has so much reach. Do you mean in terms of the game or in terms of like light reach? Because I don't like his light reach. What do you mean, Cam? It's so easy to get your armors back if you're awakened. It's so easy. Because then you can also just parry the opponent, push them below a bar of power, and bounce them back and forth between power. How did he... Huh? How did he block that? That was strange. Alright, let's try that again. Let's see if we can finish him from 50% health. Roughly 300k right here. Yeah, nice. Throw the relic, he's dead. That's decent. From 300,000 health-ish, he's got let's call it 700,000 for the sake of it. Half of that is 350,000. So we took that all down in one loop with class advantage. That's pretty decent. I'm not sure what more you can ask for from a tune-up. Damage reach within one rotation. Once you're rolling, you're good to go for most health pools. No need to build up to like a second special 2. Yeah, fair enough. I agree with that. I would really like to compare now Red Skull's shock damage and Shuri's against this Star-Lord. We can do a Shuri fight. Yeah. I guess I can take my 6-star Shuri to rank 4 and test that. I do have a 7-star rank 2 Awakened Shuri, but I understand why you want to see it. So Red Skull was averaging on that Star-Lord 46 seconds, roughly. That's with the Hulkbuster relic. So I think it's only fair that we give Shuri a relic to compensate. So we can give her the Hulkbuster relic too and then compare. And Shuri doesn't need to be awakened for this showcase. It's irrelevant. Awakened ability is strictly utility. Okay, Red Skull, come here, buddy. Come here, bucko. Just for right now, unbind. Give it to Shuri. And let's go back to the testing map. Feel Red Skull might legit be way faster. So do I. Let's do Star-Lord, and then we can do Cyclops. I'm still going to take Shuri over Red Skull, as Sim just ironically said, because of Shuri's utility. But Red Skull's got some decent damage. So, of course, if you know what Shuri's all about, then you know that going for the special one after you've built up your shocks is the name of the game. And since this is a rank 4 Shuri, the combat power rate is lower, so I can actually get the double precision instead of just the single precision. Triple, should I say, since it's triple what I would normally get. And then I should not need to throw another special one for the rest of the fight. Just got absolutely, I almost said a bad word there. Just got absolutely walloped there. That was a minute. 60 seconds. Think the heavy convert might be faster in short fights? You think over the guaranteed crits? Huh. I don't know. But that was a minute. Red Skull did that fight in 45 seconds. I don't know. I feel like Red Skull pretty good. Yeah, we can find out. We can find out. So what are you saying? Just go for the double, the 20 shock special one and then heavy? All right, let's see if that's faster. Buff the Red Skull over Starkey? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow your roll there, bucko. Easy, sport. Easy. Settle down. Take it easy, okay? Let's not get rash. Shuri is a very different character. They were made for very different things. Completely agree. You know what I could do? It's that. And then that. Actually, going for the special 2 probably would have been better, but yeah, it's alright. Any day now. I don't think this is going to be faster. Yeah, that was actually slower. Well, okay, you take 10 seconds away from baiting a special, and it's 55 seconds. Still 10 seconds slower than Red Skull. I don't know, man. I don't know. That seems pretty good. That's looking at Red Skull. Seems pretty good to me. Let's throw this back on Red Skull here. I don't know. That's his damage is really good. Really solid for this health pool, this type of content. Really solid. And the fact that the burst damage from the special 1 is only reliant on 1 shock being active to double the burst damage you deal, I like that a lot. It allows you to safely get 2, and if you push it a little bit, you can get 3, maybe even 4 of those special ones off. I see a war is starting in the chat against Lorson and Q. I am not taking sides. I'm just here to say that, well, Ronin's not bad. Anyway, let's move on here. Ooh, we could fight Weapon X. That's a big Weapon X. Let's do it. Let's fight Weapon X. I went the wrong way. Yeah, don't want to fight Kingpin. Don't want to do that. No, the special one does not stun anymore. No more stun in the special one. Let's fight this Weapon X. $400,000 health. Yeah, let's do it. See that light reach? How I missed? Not a fan. Not a fan. At least I know Weapon X will be aggressive, you know? I can bank on that. Like doing this. And knowing that he's gonna go for it. I love that the burst damage does not rely on every shock being there. I love that. Ooh, and the heal block? I just got whacked by his unblockable combo, but... Dude, I forgot about the heal block. It's a very forgettable thing. Oh god, I'm dead. Well, aside from me getting rocked there, he was actually doing pretty well. Let's do that again. And not forget about him being unblockable. That was good. I felt really good about that. I don't even remember how much I took off before the first set of shocks fell. But regardless, it was good. I liked it. Nice sidestep. What was that, dude? Oh my gosh. I hit his block. He went for a heavy charge. The game is against me. They're out to get me. Alright, let's do that. Let's get one of these going. No auto block because of course he's unblockable. What's up, Avengers X Wars? I like Red Skull. Yeah. I like him. You can consistently do that too. Now he's heal blocked. Get the shock on him. You're done. I like him. I like him. 90 seconds for a 465,000 health Weapon X. I like him a lot. Yeah, I like him. Let's test him at rank 5. Let's do rank 5 testing. Basically Death Star, better shock damage, and more overall damage, plus some tankiness. They just tuned the kit up. That's all it was supposed to be. And I like it. So let's go fight that Weapon X again with rank 5 Red Skull. We can't ascend him because the Primordial Dust on the CCP expired. So it's unfortunate. This has also been no synergy. He has some synergy updates. I'm looking at the spotlight right now. And he has a synergy with Omega Red that invalidates prowess. He's got a synergy with Immortal Abomination that refreshes heal block debuffs on the opponent if you use your special one. Guess that's not bad. And then he has a synergy with Diablo that increases his shock debuff potency by 10%. Yeah, that wasn't rank 5. This is rank 5. That was all rank 4. This is rank 5. So now, more combat power rate, more damage. The whole 9 yards. Let's do this. Dude. No damage taken. 73 seconds against a nearly 500,000 Weapon X. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Rank 5 Red Skull. Yeah, decent. How much health does he have? Not even 50k. Okay, so he's not going to have that much health on defense. I also don't have willpower active right now. Should probably put points in that. Get my masteries back to normal after those Abyss Collector runs. And I got a point in Coagulate and chuck a point in Collar Tech. Red's feel good? Yeah, looks like it. The heavy cancel into the relic, it was an absolute necessity move. It was life or death, basically. I want to go test him against those Battlegrounds health pools now that he's a rank 5. Because let's say, for example, you take your Red Skull to rank 4, you're super hyped for the buff, you get a Tech 4 to 5 gem from 8.3 on Wednesday, or whenever you finish 8.3 to rank 5 Red Skull. I'm not saying that's the best thing to do, but it is something you definitely could do. So now we have the color tech point, reducing the combat power rate even further. His basics hit hard because the attack rating increased from the armor buffs. Alright, bait the special one. Throw my special one. Man, dude, he's a nuke. He's a nuke. That was even, I mean, that was good. He's a nuke. Get special 2 and opponent's gonna die. I'm scared to see what class advantage looks like. I'm scared to see what class advantage looks like. Man, there was so much more damage to be done as well. So much more damage to be done. That was one pause of the special one. And he has the power control from the armor. And if you have him awakened, you gain your armor back so easily. And the power from the opponent going over a bar of power as well as yourself. Oh man, this is ridiculous. Look at that shock damage. And then you get the burst. I don't know. Try against Jane to see how dependent he is on shock ticks. Excellent idea. So does Jane have energy resistance or does she reduce shock duration? I know she has energy resistance, but is it shock duration? Oh, shock effects suffer a minus 100% potency. Got it. Alright, yeah, let's see. Let's see. This is a less ideal matchup. But we'll see. I believe his special 1 burst is energy damage, so that will also be reduced. So not even full attack rating on the armor. Yeah, it is heavily reduced. He's still cooking though. He's getting her down. I don't know. That wasn't even that bad. That was just over a minute in a less ideal matchup. No class advantage. No, barely any shock damage. Plus energy resistance. And he still did well. I mean, Shuri would suffer tremendously in that fight. 69 minutes into the stream. I just noticed it before we went to 70. Thanks for the shout out, Q. And we're over 100 likes, guys. Rock. You're not paper, and you're definitely not scissors. You guys rock. I don't know, that was alright. That was alright. With energy resistance, that was alright. So the basic attack, power drain / damage is direct damage, so that's not reduced. But the special one, it is energy damage. Okay. I don't know. That's decent. Round 3 unideal matchup in BGs would take a 60-second fight. You're right. You're right. That would be an unideal round 3 matchup. I think that's going to be it for the stream, but I'm really curious as to what you guys think about Red Skull. I know the initial perception was bad. Let's throw up another poll here. So we think the buff is great, we think the buff is good, thinking the buff is decent, or thinking the buff is not good. I'm curious to see where this poll goes. I think I have an understanding of where it's going to go, but we'll see. Really solid damage, it looks like. No flashy yellow numbers, but they seem to fall over quickly and easily. But yeah. You're totally right, T. Thanks for coming on by and spilling yourself. Get it? Because your name is T. So all week, I'm telling you, folks. I'm here all week. Overwhelming good, which is where I thought it would land. People who think it's great, good for you. I mean, the more for you, I guess, the more the merrier. Who think it's great, but I think good is a decent placement. I don't like to give a middle option because it defeats the purpose of doing a survey. So having 4 options: great, good, decent, not good, and I think he landed in the spot he should have. That's where I was going to vote. If I was watching this stream and I saw that poll, I would vote for him to be good. More utility would have made him great, in my opinion. Okay. What would you have given him in terms of more utility? I'm curious. Did they give him any immunities? Technically, yes. He's immune to Nullify, Fate Seal, and Stagger from champions. Not from nodes, but from champions. So that. And then he's immune to ability accuracy modification when fighting mutant champions. It's also good. He's going to be more annoying on defense. For sure, more annoying on defense. Interesting. Interesting. I will probably rank mine up, but not right away. Is he a W or an L from a crystal? That's a great poll. I think it's a win. I think it's a win now. Especially with how frequent Awakening Gems are given out. You throw him 1 Awakening Gem, he's good to go at Sig 1. Don't even worry about the power gain from the heavy attack because you're never going to use it. I never did. In this entire testing stream, I never utilized the heavy power gain once. I honestly think some people expect too much from champion buffs. I personally think he's solid. That's exactly the camp that I'm in as well. You can't expect every buff to be like an Iron Man level or a Magneto Colossus level. It's just not going to happen. What are we giving that voice track? I'm going to say 8.1. 8.1. We're on the Act 8 theme. 8.3 is coming out Wednesday. I say 8.1. But I agree. I don't think expecting the world out of a tune-up for Red Skull is the best place to put your expectations. But expecting a solid buff That's very fair to expect, and I feel that they delivered. I did power gain with Fighting Weapon X. Yeah, I was going for a heavy attack, and his heavy reach is abysmal, so I missed. So I had to just keep holding the heavy so I could intercept with the relic. It wasn't done with the intention of utilizing the heavy power gain. Who would I rank 5 first? Doom, Gallon, or Nick? Oof. Probably Nick. Yeah, probably Fury. If you care about Battlegrounds, a rank 5 Fury is going to ruin anybody's day, especially if you ban their counters. Yeah, the immunity to Nullify, Fate Seal, and Stagger, it really is something that I undervalued, but I think it's going to make him even worse on defense. Nullify, Fate Seal, and Stagger means you can't get rid of his armor buffs in a normal Nullify/Mystic way. So he's going to practically be stun immune, have crit resistance, energy resistance, increased attack rating. Yeah. And the auto block from his special one. I think he's solid. I think he's going to be a reliable two-way in Battlegrounds. And that's what everybody cares about right now, Battlegrounds. So yeah, I think almost basically 80% say to win. I say that's a very fair number. And I agree. I think it would be a win. Claire's buff immunity is looking better and better. Yeah, Adam, you're not wrong about that. Poor Claire. Poor Claire. All right, but anyway, guys, I think that's going to do it for this stream. I may or may not be back on tomorrow, and if I'm not back on tomorrow, you'll probably not see me on again until the end of this week, trying to stream from an Airbnb in Canada. So that's going to be very interesting. But regardless, thank you to Jeff for the $5 super chat at the beginning of the stream, and then Lorson for re-upping the membership 14 months. Lorson, you know I love you, buddy. Much love to everybody who stuck around here. Almost 200 people right now. Well, no, not almost. Over 200 people, should I say. And we had close to 300 when the stream was at the peak in the middle. And over 100 likes, so I really appreciate that. Thank you all so much for sticking around. I genuinely appreciate it. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.